Hey everybody, this is Miss Florida Hot Picks here giving you guys another Pick 3 lottery video. And today we're going to work on some more tic-tac-toe methods. Yes. And we're going to use the example from Pick 3 of Missouri. I had to jump on as soon as I found this. Normally, you guys know I don't deal with tic-tac-toe. I normally just stick with the 1, 2, 3 rundown or 3, 1, 7 rundown. But you know what? I'm going to have to start checking some of this stuff out for Florida. Serious, real talk. So if you guys are outside of the state of Missouri, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Hopefully this will help you look at the tic-tac-toes in another light and help you guys put together your combinations and lock in more hits. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the very first example from December 4th in the evening. Missouri had a hit of 207. Now for the state of Missouri, my personal suggestion is that you mirror your numbers. You don't have to always do this, but I'm seeing a lot of the patterns for the last few days. They're mirroring the numbers and then putting them into the tic-tac-toe board. So what do I mean by mirror numbers for all my newbies out there? A mirror number is when you take this 207 and you give the opposite number. It's opposite number, okay? So let's do this 207, right? We're going to put this right here. You guys look at my mirror chart. When I mean mirror numbers, I mean the opposite of itself. For instance, 0 could be a 5. 5 could be a 0. 1 could be 6. 6 could be a 1. 2 could be a 7. 7 could be a 2. 3 could be an 8. 8 could be a 3. You seeing that? 4 can be a 9. 9 could be a 4. So if I want to mirror this 207, I don't want to just put it in normally right now. And that's just for Missouri. It could be different with other states, okay? So you have to back test and test it out. 207, I will turn it into 2. Could be a 7, right? The 0 could be what? A 5. And that 7 could be a 2. That's what we mean. So we turned this 207 into a 752. So when you're starting your tic-tac-toe boards for Missouri, again, mirror your number. Okay, so 207 would be 752. Start from the first left corner, 7. Then you would take it down diagonally. 7, 5, and you end at 2, your right corner, diagonal, okay? And I know some of you say, Miss Florida, I'm doing my tic-tac-toe a little differently. You might, but right now, this is how I'm showing you, okay? Because when you alter the numbers, you can get a whole new set of patterns. That's just the truth, but you find what works for you, okay? So now you're going to start filling in the numbers. So once you put it in diagonally 752, we're going to add 1 all the way around, okay? So we're going to say 2 plus 1 is 3, right? 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8, okay? Once you have it filled up really good, make sure everything's in there. Now you're going to get ready to do another tic-tac board. You're not going to just add 1. You're also going to subtract 1. Remember, for Missouri, we mirrored the number first. So 207 became 752, okay? And now we start from the first left corner. We do it diagonal all the way till we get to that right end, okay? Then we're going to subtract now. So 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Now for lottery math, we only use the ones place, okay? So act as if this is a 10. So 10 minus 1 is what? 9. 9 minus 1 is 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. 7 minus 1 is 6. Okay? We have everything completed now. This is the cool part. The reason why I want you to do both plus 1 and subtract 1 is because you're looking for a particular set of doubles that are in the center columns. So we have our plus 1. We have a 558 in the center column. And then we have a minus 1, right? 956. Now, which one do you guys see the doubles? I know that top one right there, right? This is hot. This is hot, okay? So I have those 5s in green. I want that to stick out. All right. So this is how we're going to start building out the combinations, okay? So let's start with our first pair, okay? You can either 5-5 if you think doubles may hit, and then 5-8. Easy so far, right? And you're like, well, that's just two numbers. I need a third one. I got you. Just hold on, boo. So we got this 8-3 here. You see this? I like this. If you guys been watching my other tic-tac-toe videos, I love sticking around this because it has these mirrors here. Okay. 8 and 3. Remember, we just said that that's the same number. So those are double mirror numbers, right? Now, whatever that double mirror is, okay, on the top of it, okay, you want to use that number. All right. So I'm just letting you know, or because sometimes they may change, it has to hit that number. But for right now, let me just show you what they're doing. So I would go 8, 5, 4. Okay. Okay. 5, 5, 4. Okay. But I'm going to tell you right now, this number right here that we're looking at, mirror that as well. Don't just leave it. Okay. Because they could pull a switcheroo. Okay. I'm just warning you that right now. They may do it to you. Okay. So just be careful, because I've seen them do it in a couple ways. You might see it on the other side, like the same number might appear here, and you can use that one because it still touches. But when you backtrack Missouri, you'll see what I'm talking about. So then I would do 5, 5, 9. Okay, and 5, 8, 9. And then we would stop right there. Okay, not bad, right? Not bad. If you want to just play it 5, 8, 4 and a 5, 5, 4 and don't mirror that 4, that's totally up to you. I'm just telling you, be careful with that, okay? So guess what hit December 5th in the evening? 5, 4, 8. Y'all seeing that? Okay. So look at this 5, 4, 8 right here. 4, 5, 8, 8, 5, 4. Still reads as 5, 8, 4. Look at that. Nice. Okay. Isn't that cool? Because when I used to look at these tic-tac-toes, I said, hold on, well, how do you know which direction, what's going to help you? That's why I look for certain triggers. I look for doubles, right? I look for double mirrors. I look when I'm doing rundowns, I look for triples now, because even if they're running, I'm just looking for certain things that's going to stand out. See this right here? I would be going crazy trying to figure out stuff from here. But as soon as you see those doubles, that says something, okay? In Missouri, you guys like this center down. There's some that like to do, you see this 8, 8? We'll get to that in just a second. So there's sometimes, and you may be able to get pull hits from that. I'm not saying you won't. I'm not saying you won't pull hits from this. As long as you know what to look for, that's you. You pick that out. I have to look for things that are a little bit more easier for me. You know, I'm special sometimes. Anyways, how y'all liking that right now? You feeling that? I'm feeling that too. I think that's hot. If you think that's hot, definitely go ahead and give me a thumbs up right now. And also make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I don't want you guys missing these hot tips and techniques. The goal is to try to help you guys find good strategies, great patterns that you can continue to use. You may have to tweak, make it your own, but that you'll have something to be a better lottery player. You know, that's the whole point of this. I got another example for you. Okay. Oh, hold the phone. Let me go back a second. When did we expect these numbers to hit? Okay. This is why I want you to pay attention to these doubles. They tell us two different things as well. This is either going to be your date sum number or a day number. So when did this hit? December 5th. You see that 5, 4, 8? Look at that. Those doubles were 5s, right? And it's interchangeable, so you have to pay attention. They're not always going to be a date sum, and they're not always going to be the date number. So use both. That's the other trick to this. Okay, you'll see what I mean in this next example. So you see how these were double 5s? What did this December 5th, right? That's the date number. So pay attention to this. Okay, and it's interchangeable. Okay, they could have used the date sum. They still might. They may still want to work off this chart. So pay attention to that stuff. Okay, all right. And what do I mean by date number? Again, you're seeing that 5. So for instance, if I was like looking at this 8, 8, We can either think of a date number, a date number that was either December 8th, right? Anything that ends with the 8, or maybe even the 18th, because that would end with the 8, right? That's what I mean by date number. Day sum is when you have to add the month and the date together. And those are just my vocabulary breakdown. You guys may have other names for it, and that's fine. That's fine. All right, let's get over to this second one right here. So again, we took this 939 and we mirrored it. We turned it into a what? 484. Okay. We went diagonal. Okay. 484, 484. We did a +1 all the way around. We did a -1 all the way around. Y'all seeing that? Which one has the doubles? That's why I want y'all to pay attention. Look at the centers. The centers. Which one has the doubles? This one, right? Your eye will go right there. Now you see how this 5 5s are on top? The 5 5s, the 8 8 is at the bottom. But we're going to work it the same way. Okay? Again, let me use another one. I gotta get some more dry erase markers. Okay, so now we're going to start pairing up. And remember, I told you that third number likes to hit this 3. Okay, if you start seeing that they go around the 3 or they don't just stay on top, change with it. Okay, because they can do that as well. Play on paper first. Don't just go spend your money. But let's put these together. So we would go 8 8 would be a pair, right? And then 8 1. Okay, so 8 1. 8 1 2. Why? Because it touches this 3. Okay, remember what's special about that? They're diagonals. This is a hot number. It should touch. If you guys want to do 884, 882, hey, by all means do that. I've noticed they're staying kind of up this way, so I like the 2. So 882. Okay. But also do 88 what? 7, because they couldn't mirror that. I would do 812. Okay, and 817. I like that 817. I've been seeing that a lot. Okay. All right. So that's what I would stick with, just those 4. Okay. Guess what happened on December 6th? 828 hit. Is this hot or what? 882. Told you. They like staying around there. Pay attention. Pay attention. Okay. Now, another thing I forgot to mention, going back to the first one, you notice this was evening, right? They hit 207 evening, but 548 hit in the evening. This midday, 939, hit what? 828 in the midday. Pay attention to that. Okay. So when you're having to choose a date number or date sum, now let's talk about the date sum. This one, it did a date sum. If we add 12 plus 6, I told you these are interchangeable, so be careful. That would give us what? 18, right? A date sum is when we add that month and date together. We get the 18. We're only going to use the ones place for lottery math. So 8. 8 would be the date sum for this. Okay? So 8, did it happen on a date sum of 8? Yes. It could have very well played on December 8th, because they could have used a date number. Pay attention to this, guys. This is how they're getting us. It's like, oh yeah, I know they're going to use the date sum, so I'm going to play it on this date. And then you go play the numbers and you're like, oh. So if you do decide, play on paper for a while, then play low and slow. Give yourself an option for the date sum, but also give yourself an option for the date number. Okay? I know that was a lot, but you know, if you got to rewind it back a couple times, you will get it. Because once you got it, you got it. Okay? Now let's go ahead and do that live prediction. Y'all ready? I'm ready. All right, hold on. All right. Hot picks for Missouri. Okay, so what I've done is I went ahead and I looked at the hit from 548 on December 5th in the evening. Okay, I mirrored the number 548. I turned it into a 093. I added 1 all the way around after I mirrored it. I minus 1. Which one has the doubles in the center? Bam, you know where to go. Isn't that easy? Okay. This is hot. This area is hot. So now let's start putting it together. So I would go 995 and then 990. Remember, we want to mirror that one as well. If you feel they may do a 993, okay, pay attention to that if they decide to start switching, okay? We can also do 965. Okay, 960. Okay, so as a date sum, if you're using the doubles as a date sum number, the date 12/7, if you add that together, that's 19. So the date sum would be 9. So maybe could these play on December 7th? We'll see. Okay. Or if they don't decide to do that, are we looking for a date number? 12/9. See that 9? That could be a possibility. They also might want to do like a 12/14 because that's a mirror of 9. So be on the lookout for things like that. Okay. Also, it says evening. Will these still will they continue on the evening? That's going to be another thing. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. Excuse me. Kind of what I've been looking at for Missouri. Other states, pay close attention. See what your state is doing. Backtrack them. Yeah, is it a lot of work to put off 4 and then figure out what? But once you know what you're looking for, it gets so much easier. Yes. All right, guys. I'm liking that 995, 990, 965, 960. And I will see y'all on the next video.